Good morning to everybody. How you doing? Hope all's well. Keep up the beautiful work. Today is Friday. Erev Shabbat Kodesh, Parashat Lech Lecha. And it's the last time that Shabbat starts a little later for the next bunch of weeks and months. Be'ezrat Hashem, it should be with Beracha, and Am Yisrael should be safe. So don't forget to change the clocks and change the batteries on Mosei Shabbat. We are continuing the holy words of Rabbi Eliezer Pa'apo, and we are in the Sefer Pele Yoetz in the letter Chet. We are in the subject of Hizuk, of supporting. They're supporting people, they're supporting Torah. The rabbi is discussing supporting Torah. We are in the Hebrew book on page 226, in the Hebrew English Art Scroll, volume 2. We are on page 155. Vehen, Bechlam Mitzvat HaHizuk. Included in the subject, in the mitzvah of helping others, giving inspiration, making people feel not to throw in the towel. L'achzik yedei lomdei Torah ve'osem mitzvot biyotom mechabedam umenasam. It's not only to support financially chachamim, it's to make them feel that they're worthwhile, it's to make them feel important. You give kavod. First of all, you have to give kavod to the Torah. V'shelo liot gorem, liot noel deled b'fnei lomdei Torah. There are people out there, unfortunately, that do not understand the power of learning Torah. If you opened the news yesterday, when I say news, I'm not referring to CNN. That's not news, that's lies. I'm referring to yeshivaworldnews.com. That's what the yeshiva people look at, and you saw God should protect everyone and keep us safe. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of yeshiva boys protesting for the Torah when they don't understand Torah. So of course it makes no sense that they should learn and not go to the army. But if our nation understood that the only thing that kept us going for thousands and thousands of years is the Torah, obviously, and the Torah, the world was created for the Torah. Chacham Ovadia, he should rest in peace. We should live and be well. When his son passed away, Netanya, I was there paying respects to my Rebbe, and unfortunately his son passed away, and Netanyahu came to pay respects, and that's when it was brewing to take the yeshiva guys to go learn, to go to the army. Hamavadia told Netanyahu, and this Hamavadia, no one was more smart when it came to worldly matters as well. Smart in Torah, smart in world concepts, in everything possible. And he told Netanyahu that it hurts him more that they're drafting the yeshiva guys than him losing a son. Imagine saying that. He didn't exaggerate. He said it like it was. So you have people out there that might mock a guy learning Torah and Kolel. Meanwhile, he's only getting beracha in his town because there's someone learning Torah in town, right? So some people like to mock. Some people try to make it harder for someone to learn Torah, Shema Yisrael. And if he embarrasses the Kolel guy, mevazeh otam malig alehem has v'shalom v'ineh hagedolim asher da'at utvuna bahema. You know, if you think about it, some people like to always say, if you have everyone learning, how is the world going to go around? Who's going to be a dentist? Who's going to be this? Who's going to be that? But every businessman is striving to be a multimillionaire. If he's a multimillionaire, he ain't going to work. So if everyone was, who's going to do the same thing? It's the same complaint on the other way. However, when it comes to Torah, he's at least holding up the world. And the guy's doing business, he's doing it for himself. When you have already chachamim already made, ukvar nichnesu begeder bal Torah, everyone knows that he's a chacham, he's someone who's a bal Torah, or bal maasim tovim, and he does good deeds. En kol chashash yachzeru bahem mibnei lag hasha'ananim. If you do have people mocking them, the guy's already 50, 60, he's learning Torah, so it's not a worry that he said, you know what, that guy said something, I'm going to stop. Kish kinish, omnam, itzarich hizuk When you have someone learning in yeshiva, sometimes you have a regular, what they call a mainstream school, and all of a sudden one kid becomes more rabbinic than the others, and he doesn't want to go watch the game with the boys. He wants to go to shul, he wants to go here, he wants to go there. So sometimes people might embarrass him and make fun of him, right? Those are the people we have to give hizuk to. You have people, youngsters, starting to love and be bitten by the bug of learning Torah, as they call it. What's bitten by the bug? When you have a guy, regular SY, going to Israel, the kid partied, the kid 4 a.m. bagels, 5 a.m. bagels, QR codes, and then he goes to Israel and he gets bitten by the bug and he starts to learn Torah. BTW, if we want to invest, we invest in the ones who come back. Sometimes they become tzaddikim, they're learning and doing, and they were there 6 months to a year, and then they come back here, and little by little, unfortunately, it fizzles away. The faster it comes, also the faster it leaves. And we should try to give hizuk to those kind of people. The other day in school, I had to FaceTime a grandpa. I don't know if I said it in class or not. There was a little tiny kid in 2nd grade. I said it on the recording. So anyway, we're not going to say it now. I'll say it for those listening anew. There was a little tiny kid. I said a story of the Hazon Ish. He's in 2nd grade, and he comes over to me after, and he says, "Rabbi, I want to be a tzaddik like that, Rabbi." So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to say, "Oh, no, stay, go to be a dentist." You have a little kid who watches TV, plays video games all day long in the year 2025, and he wants to be a chacham, so that's when you invest. And right away, I called the bookstore, get him a book with his name on it, right? You have to add fuel to that fire. Tzarich ziruz, biyoter tzarich ziruz lachzik biyadam b'dvarim tovim o b'manot, give him presents or matanot, lefi dato. What do you think? The synagogues and the kids' minyans that they're just giving all these kinds of things are just heker? We got to make the kid love shul. Till today, there's a guy even older than me, and he said, and he goes to shul every morning, weekdays. He doesn't miss shul for 1,000,000 years. And it all started with the famous pillar of youth minyans in our community. He should rest in peace, Rabbi Shimon Cohen, alav shalom. He, back then, 50, 60 years ago, he's giving out Hershey bars. And back then, a Hershey bar wasn't like it is today. Today, you get a dime a dozen. Back then, it was like the Mashiach. And he would give it until today. The guys coming to shul. You get them in the groove. And even the adults in Wisconsin, you get hot sambusak. How much za'atar ka'ak can we see? It's chasing people away, God forbid. Someone who sees the honor that they give to the Torah. And the honor that they give to people who do chesed. Yitlahev libam. You know, some people hate to donate in front of everybody, but believe it or not, the real rabbis, they tell them you should do it. Why? Because now the guy saw you gave 50K, he's going to give 50K as well. So there is something to that. Yidlahev libam lekarvai lamelacha, v'yidlahev libam beomram em ba'olam hazeh lo oser etzono kach. And also, when you give honor to the chachamim, to the Torah, that means he's going to say, if this is the honor they get in this world, imagine the honor they're going to get in the next world. Le'olam haba, lachad kama v'kama. We have a community that supports Torah, Baruch Hashem. We have a community that honors Torah, Baruch Hashem. We have to spread the word that the rest of the world will be like you. And Bezrat Hashem, by everyone honoring the Torah, we will ultimately